The American auto industry is reeling right now, but ConsumerReport.org's car blog has a long list of some of the hot deals offered on cars right now, so you can stretch your dollar. You know, there's some very important things that protect not only your money, but your family and their future. Here to review the 5 legal documents that you need, we all need, in 2009 is Alexis Martin-Neely, founder of the Family Wealth Planning Institute. Alexis, if you've got kids, you've got children, you have to have, you say, a kid protection plan.
Absolutely. The Kids Protection Plan is the most important thing, whether you have $5 or $50 million. You need to have a plan in place that names guardians for your kids for the long term, for the short term, and has an ID card in your wallet that says, I have minor kids at home. Here's who to call if anything happens to me. And you have all your short-term people listed out so that people can be there right away. That's what the Kids Protection Plan is.
And you say there's a website you can go to basically have one of these plans and find out more information.
Right. Yes, at kidsprotectionplan.com. It's a free website where you can name legal guardians for your kids. It's something that every parent has to do, no matter how much money you have. So go to that website and get that done for free.
And speaking of money, how much does this cost, Alexis? It's
well,
free.
For a Kids Protection Plan, just to name legal guardians for your kids, that's absolutely free. So there's no reason not to do it. In fact, it's easy. You got to get that taken care of. Now, if you want to do other things to make sure that your money is taken care of, because that's just going to make sure your kids are taken care of. First step, your kids. But then there's also the money. You want to make sure that your money is going to get to your family as easily as possible. And also your stuff, your personal belongings, your clothing, your furniture, your car.
You're talking about a will, aren't you?
Yes, well, that's the first step. The first step is a will, and that, again, is for anybody, regardless of how much money you have. You want to have a will in place just to make sure your things go to the people that you want them to go to. And then there's also a living trust. If you have real property, meaning real estate, a house, rental property, or if you have a lot of money in the bank, you know, more than $20,000, you really want to look into having a trust in place as well, because that's going to keep everything totally private and make it really easy for your loved ones if anything happens to you. And that's what it's all about. You want to make things as easy as possible for the people who love you.
Yeah, because if you don't have these things in place, you can end up in court, and a court can decide where everything goes and make it public as well. Now, you say, Alexis, you also need to establish power of attorney in case you're ever incapacitated.
That's right. So there's 2 documents that every adult human being needs. And in fact, Carmen, a lot of people don't know this. Once you turn 18, you need these documents in place. And that's a durable power of attorney and an advance health care directive. We're seeing a lot of parents who are going to try and make decisions for their kids who are over the age of 18, and they can't even get access to their medical records or their bank accounts. So you need to have a durable power of attorney in place and an advanced health care directive. The power of attorney gives someone the ability to make legal and financial decisions for you, and the health care directive to be able to make health care decisions for you.
Now, Alexis, we've given people, you know, a lot of different things that they got to do. We've got 5 things here that everybody needs. So, you know, when it comes to the Kid Protection Plan, we know where to get that and that it's free.
Yeah.
When it comes to everything else that you need to do, is it okay to work with one lawyer on this? And if so, you know, how do you find one? Or do you need different people working for you?
You need one lawyer who's going to take care of all this for you. And I'm really glad you asked about that, because a lot of times people think, well, can't I just take care of this on my own? And the answer is no, you really can't. Not if you want things to be as easy as possible for the people that you love, because if something happens, you end up in the hospital or you die, you don't want your family to just have a bunch of papers to look at. You want them to have someone to turn to. So I really recommend that you work with a lawyer. You look for a lawyer who's going to give you that lifetime relationship, who's going to keep things up to date throughout your lifetime. You can ask for referrals in your community. You can look for a lawyer on the website personalfamilylawyer.com. That's where you're going to find a lawyer who's going to make sure that once you get things put into place one time, those documents are going to stay up to date throughout your lifetime, and most importantly, that all of your assets are owned in the right way. Because you can have the best documents in the world, but if your house is not owned in the right way, your bank accounts are not owned in the right way, that plan is not going to work for your loved ones.
All right, thank you so much, Alexis, for joining us. We'll be back with much more right after this.